Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Shoots! It's surely this time! He's done it! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Jordan Henderson. Look at the defender bombing forward. Goes for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
It's a throw-in. Bournemouth are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Kluivert. And he heaves it forward. Looking to break out here. Forward it goes. That's a promising ball. He's gone for it! And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
Ball's out on the left now. It's gone out for a throw-in. Jordan Henderson. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Just brushed off the ball there. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward. Gets it back. It'll be a throw-in. Smith. Kluivert. And it's Smith. Going through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Looks to clip it forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Smith. Kluivert. Oh, sweet feet. And it's been taken short. Unal hits one! In it goes!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
He's had a goal! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kluivert. And it's Smith. Bournemouth can't seem to retain possession. And it's half-time here. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the teams level. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And the action has already resumed here. No changes at the interval from either side. Finds himself eased off the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Now can he finish? Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cook. Unal. And he's cut it out. Chance to break. A buccaneering run from the defender. Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
It's a towering header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Kluivert. Bournemouth going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Kluivert. Cook. Smith. 60 minutes played. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? And the shot! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's going to be a double change then. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Cook can get it clear. And that's a throw-in.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back, they are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Kluivert. Jordan Henderson plays it out to the flank. It's got go for goal! It's a loose ball. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Cuts it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Jordan Henderson. It is now or never. Time is against them. Could have here their final chance. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Managed to get it away. Final seconds, this has to be it.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
He's left his man. Unal. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, attempt. That's the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know... Has a hit! And for a moment, time stood still. They've played it short. Oh, really good feet from him. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Going for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's been taken short. He's found his man. Unal gets away from his opponents. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And it's Smith. Dinks one in. Goes for goal! He's delivered all right! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Bournemouth go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Breaks on here. Plays it through. Gets into some space. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Looks to clip it forward. They've got a corner here. Defending of the desperate variety. Cook. Going through. And now the breakaway. He's one-on-one! Has a pop! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Unal. Has a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Goes for goal! Just swings wide.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
That's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Bournemouth have a free kick. Bournemouth presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Unal! Knocks it away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Fired deep towards the back post. Cook gets it back. Cook. All the way back, and they start again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Bournemouth are leading with half-time drawing close. Unal. And he heaves it forward. And he just whacks it away. Cook. Unal. Edwards. Forward it goes. He's in space and looking for options. Well, he's got the ball glued to his feet. He could be... Hits one! Decent effort as the first half draws to a close. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very... Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's cut it out. That'll be a corner. They've played it short. Oh, that's a fine challenge. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Edwards. Burnley do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Drills one in. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Can he get the shot away? Hoists it forward, chance to break.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking at it, and it's been given away. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square.
Very nice shimmy to manipulate the space, and that was cleverly worked.
And it's been taken short. Good ball, it's found its target. Well read, he sorted that out.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Keeper has beaten it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And it's got through. And the play for a throw. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cut out in the nick of time. Cook. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Gets the better of his man. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Striding forward, facing goal. And And the shot!
Cook. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Unal. Out to the right. And that's been levered clear. Bournemouth still ahead by the game's only goal. Timely intervention. And he's straight offside.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Plays it back. Tries a shot! And they've been caught out here. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And he's onside.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Cook.
2 minutes to be added on. He's gone for it! No mistake! They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, looking back at that.
And that will be the final act. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even. No complaints.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. No question that this is one of the great capital venues of the Netherlands, the Johan Cruyff Arena, Amsterdam. They've got underway here pretty promptly. Torino couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Dante. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Vlasic. Nice are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Throw it.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gets it upfield. Looks to dink one in. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Nice getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Gets the better of his man. Oh, he's found him in space. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Torino get it back again. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Zapata plays it out to the flank. And here's Zapata. 15 minutes till half-time. Zapata has been caught there, it's a foul. What a ball this has turned out to be. Dante. Nice going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. A buccaneering run from the defender. That's great strength on the ball. And he's cut it out. If anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. And it's Zapata. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Let us put a stop to that. And here's Zapata. Zapata.
Djnh really was well marshalled there because he was denied.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Torino pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Receives it from behind. He's massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Vlasic.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Torino can make their change now with a break in play. Dante is there and he can get that clear. Vlasic. And he's there to cut it out. Very few chances to talk of, Djnh. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Just brushed off the ball there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Zapata!
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Played out to the right. He's got it, and he's got time. It's a brilliant interception. No foul, says the referee. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Zapata. Zapata shapes to shoot! It's a goal!
They'll kick themselves if that doesn't turn out to be the clincher. What a time to score.
Torino are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Torino take the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
Gets it back. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Torino still ahead by the game's only goal. Tries lifting it over, shoots! In it goes! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Torino produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Torino have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Forward it goes. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Hoists it forward. And it's got through. Loose ball, who's going to get there? And time is up. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit, getting behind the ball, doing the ugly stuff.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. We have already started here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Verdi. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, the ball's come loose. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. What a throw in. Verdi. That intervention was very necessary. Verdi. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
A buccaneering run from the defender. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Roberto Moreno. Needed a better pass there. And here's Diego Costa. And it's Correa. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Botafogo seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Has gone out. Rafael gets into a dangerous position. Alan, foot in. Well read, he sorted that out. Goes for goal! And it's been taken short. That's great strength on the ball. Verdi opts to play it back. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Can he get the shuttle? Shapes to shoot! They've scored! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
He goes long. And it's been taken straight back. Alan. Alan cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Hoists it forward. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's played forward. A real chance if he can get through. And there's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. That still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Botafogo need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Verdi. And here's Roberto. And it's Roberto. It's a throw in. Verdi. Roberto. And here's hits one! He scores! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Botafogo can make their change now with a break in play. So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's got the ball, he's got the space. there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Cut out in the nick of time. Good idea, just poorly executed. Alberto Moreno. Verdi. And here's Roberto. That's a promising ball. Verdi. He slid it through. And he's there to cut it out. Forward it goes. And it's Correa. And here's Diego Costa. Defending was strong and firm. Verdi. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Danilo. Swept in. And the ball is out of play. Alberto Moreno. Moreno. Alberto Moreno goes on an adventurous run. Oh, that's nice. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Over to the left. A real chance to break. Gets it back. That'll be a throw. Roberto, who does have an assist to his name. Roberto plays it forward. Crosses it in low. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Alberto Moreno tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Danilo. Let down by a lack of accuracy.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Morata is onto it and can take it up. And that's it. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Botafogo never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The Beira Rio here in the southern Brazilian city of Porto Alegre really is a giant bear pit of a stadium. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Djnh. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
They've played it short. Turns and goes back. And he's cut it out. Balbuena switches it towards the other side. Corinthians, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Fiorentina are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Done very well to intervene. Balbuena goes looking. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And here's Depay. Paulinho. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the counter is on. It's a throw. Gets it back. He spotted the run and played him through. Casio and picked that up. Keane. Hoists it forward. Keane gets it out to the wing. Paulinho. Chance to break. Memphis Depay. That's gone a long way up and away. It's come loose. Memphis Depay. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Be a throw-in. Keane plays it out to the flank. And it's the goalkeepers to play. Battles to win it back. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And it's played forward. Memphis Depay, and he's surging through, and he's there to cut it out. And it's going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And here's Djnh. Now it's Djnh. And help's available out wide. Djnh. Drilled in low. Played out to the right. That is terrific skill. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, I'm a believer in having faith in your ability, but he's overdone it then. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Has a hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind her are being made like that.
Corinthians are making a change now. Fiorentina going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Forward it goes. Almost an hour gone. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And it's been taken short. Hits one! This could fall anywhere. Keane. Djnh. Plays it back. And here's Djnh. Chooses to go back. That intervention was very necessary. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 2 changes being made right now. Tries a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And here's Djeko. Djeko. Plays it out to the wing. Could be thinking about a shot here. And here's Djeko. Djeko.
Fiorentina merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
One final crack at it now. Whipped in. And it's hoisted clear. Out to the right. Looks to thread it. Shot at goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
Fiorentina can make their change now with a break in play. Fiorentina have a free kick. The final 5 minutes. It is now or never. Time is against them. With a delicate ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Play for a goal kick.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Could try cutting inside here. He's had a go! Incredible! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. 1 goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
it's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Wonderful scenes here in the Dutch capital inside this terrific arena, one that does more than justice to the stature of the man whose name it bears. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Out to the right, swept in, danger averted for now. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And he's there to cut it out. Gets good distance on it. He's managed to get that all wrong.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty pucks.
Veltman trying to get there. Oh, real chance! Acuna.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
Just brushed off the ball there. Joel Veltman. Brighton do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Quintero. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, they could break here. And it's Veltman. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Looking for a decent ball in. Has a goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Still waiting for the first goal. River Plate can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. And that's a throw-in. Five minutes till the break. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. It's on a plate. There's no flag. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Juan Quintero with the short one. Juan Quintero. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Looks to clip it forward. Real chance! And he's done it! And it's River Plate who go in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Already up and running for the second half.
Brighton don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though.
Veltman. Quintero. And That is as far as they're going to go. He's got away. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Brighton can make their change now with a break in play. Gets it back. And it's Veltman. Chance! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Brighton with this to equalise. And he's kept it out. And that's a poor pen.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Brighton with another corner. And that's been levered clear. Struck first time. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Brings it forward. Plays it out to the flank. Gets the better of his man. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And it's played forward, and the counter is on. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Lovely bit of skill. Cut out in the nick of time.
Brighton are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace. He's in! He's come loose. Played out to the right. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Kajolu loses his balance and loses the ball. Hoists it high. Tries to get it clear. Defending of the desperate variety.
Brighton are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Big chance!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Brighton grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Brighton surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it. River play showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Forward it goes. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
What an adventurous run from a defender. And here's Quintero. Has a shot! It's a loose ball. And that's that. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. A truly impressive arena here, high up in the great altitude of Belo Horizonte. Action has already started. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Sanson. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Battles to win it back. Sanson. Paulinho. Corinthians are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Hoists it forward. Gets it back. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Paulinho.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
Sanson. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Oh, real chance! It's there!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Corinthians put themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Here it comes. And it's played forward.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Goalkeeper's ball. Wagner. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Dashing forward at pace. And here's the chance to counter. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's Memphis Depay. Done very well to intervene. Gets into some space. Tries to locate someone up front. Paulinho. Paulinho. Chance! Good claim. No margin for error there. And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Nice don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Great challenge, time to perfection. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Memphis Depay, chance to shoot, and the ball's come out. Forward it goes, and it's Sanson. Is there any support? He might not need it. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's come through. Has a hit! Going through. Gets good distance on it. That's the throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Just brushed off the ball there. Corinthians are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Wagner. Could try cutting inside here. He goes for goal! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Balbuena going full tilt down the left. Played into space out wide. Oh, real danger here! And the shot! It's Memphis Depay! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Memphis Depay goes short. It's a brilliant interception. It's a loose ball. Paulinho. Here's Depay, Memphis Depay! Oh, another save. And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Corinthians take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.